member of my community posted a video every single day for 2 entire years straight and didn't get a single lead or sale from it. But as soon as we made a few simple tweaks to his sales page, he started to get leads coming in within a couple weeks' time. And I'm really excited for him. I'm actually about to go celebrate by getting a burrito because we celebrate our wins on this side. But first, I'm going to break down what we did for him that you can apply for yourself, because this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest thing that is holding people back from the amount of income that they want to make online. And it's only going to take me about 5 minutes to break this down because I'm hungry for that burrito. Put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. You know you look good to me. But look, the problem is that most people's sales page are entirely too complicated, entirely too clever, and look entirely too cool. And this was his problem. His sales page, it looked really, really cool, but it wasn't optimized to convert. So look, this is the simple sales page blueprint. You only need to have a few things on your sales page. And the most important things that you want to have on your sales page is going to be your headline. That is the most valuable real estate that you can have on any sales page, on any lead page, right? On any landing page. So the whole purpose of a sales page is that you want to turn attention into a decision. So the only job of your sales page is to help take a visitor from clarity to belief to taking action to actually purchase. And so many people are thinking that their sales page is supposed to help build their brand. So they have everything about their brand and all this cool stuff and logos and all these colors and little sayings and taglines that mean something to them and that they think is cool. But your lead that lands on your sales page is just thinking, what do I get? So for one, at the top of your sales page here, let me get some of this stuff off the screen real quick. So for one, at the top of your sales page here, at the top here, if you do want to have some branding, you want your branding at the very, very tippy top to be minimal, if any. I highly recommend that you have no branding, no logo at the very top. You want the first thing that people see to be your headline. Now, with the headline, all that your headline is going to be on a sales page is just a promise. Within 1 second, somebody should be able to tell what it is that they get from you when they land on your sales page. It shouldn't be something that you think is clever. It shouldn't be your tagline. It shouldn't be something that's clever and that takes a little bit of thought to figure out. What is the big promise from your offer? What is the big promise from your digital product, from your ebook, from your course, from your community? What is it that they are going to get? Because just to keep it a buck with you, people, they could care less to buy another digital product. People could care less to buy another course. People could care less to join a community. They're thinking self-serving first, as they should be, and they're thinking, what is it that I'm going to get? What is the result that I'm going to get? So something that I like to do in all of my headlines is to give a big promise immediately. What is the result that they're getting? Because everybody just wants a transformation. They simply want to go from where they are right now to where they want to be. So what is the big promise? And if you're able to add a without, something that you already know is a big limiting belief to the person that is landing on your sales page, right? So big promise, and if possible, either with or without something that you already know is a self-limiting belief that they have. So if I use myself as an example, my big promise could be turn your YouTube into a digital product sales system without a large audience. Because I know that majority of people that are out here trying to make content and sell their products online, they think that they have to have some huge audience. When if you're thinking like a contentpreneur, instead of a content creator, you're putting the business first. And you're not worried about views for vanity metrics sakes. You're only focused on getting the right views that will lead to people purchasing your offer. And when you're thinking like that, you don't have to have the biggest audience. You just need to have the right audience. I have members in my community, literally last week, got a $10,000 sale. He doesn't have one video that's gotten over 30 views yet, right? He doesn't have a big audience. People that have big audiences can't get a $10,000 sale. So Big promise with or without something that you already know is limiting belief. It just to give you another example off the top of my head, let's say that I was in the health niche and I was helping people lose weight, or I was helping busy mothers lose the baby fat, busy new mothers lose the baby fat. I could say something like, lose 20 pounds within the next 90 days without going to the gym. All right, because they may not think that they have to go to the gym. They may not think that they have the time to go to the gym because they're a new mother and they got to take care of the baby or the kid or whatnot and their family in the household. Or I could say something like, lose 25 pounds within the next 90 days without losing the food that you love. Or lose 25 pounds within the next 90 days and still eat the food that you love. Because a lot of people think dieting means that they would not have to be able to eat the things that they love to eat, right? That's a big promise with or without something that they already think is a limiting belief. And then something that's optional under there would be a sub headline, something that just could give just a little more clarity within one sentence, one simple line, right? And this is something that's optional if you want to do that. The headline is the most important. The sub headline is optional, but you want to have it be short, one line, something that just kind of tells how this works and who it's for, right? So if I'm using myself as an example, I could say, turn your YouTube into a digital product sales system without a large audience. Then I can say here, the simple proven system to build your income, impact, and influence online. Something like that, just to give you an example. So headline, big promise, most important. So many people are having branding, cool looking stuff, taglines, weird questions. What is the promise? What are they getting? Now, something else that really helps the conversions here, which is going to be a VSL. VSL stands for video sales letter. This isn't necessary, this isn't required, but I'm telling you, your conversions and your sales will be higher if you do have a video sales letter, right? So in your video sales letter, you're just giving a brief explanation in video of what it is that you're offering, right? Now, with this, something that a lot of people are really messing up is that they're talking about all of the pieces of whatever it is that they're selling. That's not what you want to do. In everything, you want to focus on the payoff. So for an example, somebody may have a course and in their video sales letter, they're talking about every single thing that the course has. This course has 15 modules and 3 hours worth of content and this and this and this and that. Nobody cares. Somebody have an ebook. They're saying this ebook is a 57-page ebook that has it. Nobody cares. Somebody say that they have a community. Well, in this community, it has this many courses and this many resources and this. Nobody cares. Focus on the pieces. That's focusing on the pieces. What you want to do is focus on the payoff over the pieces. So basically, you want to sell the vacation, not the trip, right? If somebody wants to go to Tulum for vacation, you want to sell the vacation, the destination of what they're going to experience at Tulum. You don't want to talk about the actual trip and what it takes to get there. How you have to get to the airport 3 hours early because you got to go through customs. And now you have a layover. And now once you get into Mexico, Tulum doesn't have an airport. So now you got to take a shuttle on a super bumpy, long ride to get to Tulum. Then you got to check in. Now you get what everybody really wants, which is the vacation. So focus on the vacation instead of the trip. Focus on the payoff instead of the pieces, right? So, and in this as well, explain it like you talk. So you don't want your VSL to be heavily scripted, right? If you can't talk about pretty much off the cuff, this is like a rule of thumb that I tell people. If you can't talk about what it is that you offer to people off the cuff without having to have a script that you either try to memorize or read off of some teleprompter word for word, then you really don't know your product and your offer and what it is that you have to offer well enough, right? You want to come across natural on the screen. And with the VSL, you don't want to have it really highly edited. Even if your content is highly edited, you want your VSL to just come across as conversational, kind of just like you're talking or explaining what you have to offer to a friend, all right? So outside of everything else on the sales page, just what I've covered right here is going to be the huge meta on what is actually going to get you results, right? There's an 80-20 principle. 80-20 principle, we typically get 80% of our results from 20% of our efforts. Well, just this section right here of just a headline and a VSL, that's going to be your 20% that will get you the bulk of the results that you're looking to get on the sales page. So many people are putting so much thought into everything else, not putting that much thought on the most valuable real estate, because people, they don't necessarily read out sales pages. They don't read sales pages. What people do is that they skim sales pages. So something that I really love to use as an example is Amazon, right? If you think of Amazon, Amazon has the most highly converting sales pages in the world online. But think when you go to Amazon, it's not anything that looks fancy. What they have is a simple headline explaining what the product is, a video or some pictures, which in our case will be that VSL that's kind of showing and explaining what the video is. It has a few lines of text talking about what it is that you get, and then it has social proof of testimonials and whatnot, right? We can apply the same thing, and that's why this works for us. So the next thing, something else that you want to have included is here in text real quick, a short little section talking about the actual offer and talking about what it is that they actually get, right? So what is going to be your core component or your module, the outcome that they actually achieve, right? If it has some type of coaching or support or some type of access to you, this is where you would want to have that be. If there's some type of resources or tools that they get access to, you'll want to have that listed. And then if you're having building a community, if you have some type of community aspect to it, you want to let them know in this little section as well. Then next, what so many people are doing their best to avoid to do, let people know how much it costs. People that ask me all the time, oh, should I hide my pricing? Should I do this with the pricing? Look, if somebody doesn't know how much something costs, then they're not going to buy it. If I didn't know how much this microphone costs, then I wouldn't have bought it. If I didn't know how much this camera costs, I wouldn't have bought it. If I didn't know how much this iPad costs, this mason jar of spring water. So I had to wet my whistle there, mouth a little dry. But let people know what the cost is and be confident in your pricing, right? And always remember this, price is only an issue if value is absent. So as long as you are creating something of value to the marketplace, the price doesn't matter. And also, price is a good thing, and it can be a good shield and guard from getting unqualified people to buy whatever it is that you have to offer to the marketplace as well, because we want to get people results and we want to make sure the right people are buying into our offerings so we can actually be a net positive to the world and actually have people getting results that will build our business in turn as well, because we'll have real social proof, we'll have real life impact, which in regards will help build our influence, will help build our income, because we'll have proof that whatever it is that we're selling is out here working and getting people results as well, right? So be direct with your pricing, show your price, and let it filter out the wrong people. And then what you want to have is a clear button, a clear action-led button, right? So when I say a clear action-led button, what I mean is, like for the member that I'm talking about in my community, his button said something like subscribe or get this or something like it. There was no necessary action, right? So in all of my buttons, instead of like a buy this or something like that or sign up, I want to have something that is action led, that is letting them know subconsciously that they are opting in or about to purchase whatever that transformation is, right? So just to use that health niche again as an example, if I'm helping people lose weight, my action button is going to say, get in the best shape of my life instead of buy this. If I have a community, I could have something like a join now because that's something actionable. You are joining something or leading with whatever that transformation is, right? So I want to have some type of clear action that they're taking when they're clicking versus just like a click here or sign up or buy now. Always lead with the transformation, always lead with the result, always lead with what is it that they're actually getting, right? The result, the transformation. And then here at the bottom, which is really, really big, there at the very bottom of your page, do not add your social media handles. This is something that he was doing as well. He had his legal business name of his LLC and whatnot. He had his YouTube channel handle on there, to whereas if you're using YouTube as the mechanism to drive traffic to your sales page, why do you need to have the sales page? Why do you need to have your YouTube channel on the sales page? People are getting to the sales page from your content. So this is something that I see a lot of people doing. They are putting their YouTube channels, their social media handles and whatnot on their sales page when that stuff is supposed to be directing people to your sales page. Once you have somebody there, you only want them to have one decision to make a purchase. You don't want to get people there and then give them options to leave the sales page and go somewhere else. You're shooting yourself in the foot. So at the bottom, if you do want to have anything, you can simply just have like your business name, a privacy policy or something like that, and simple like terms and conditions, or like a little copyrighted by your name or your business name or something like that. Or you can just leave it blank, right? But this works. For one, like with the headline here, or what I like to call your hero section, it's clear. Clarity always beats cleverness. This section here, that clear promise lets people know what it is that they're actually getting. Your VSL, if you explain it like you're talking to a friend, it lets people understand you and they trust you more than like coming across all salesy or looking robotic like you're reading a script. This section here of what it is that they actually get, it builds clarity, which builds belief, which leads to them taking action. You want to remove friction. Your price filters out people for the wrong audience or the wrong people buying your stuff, so you don't get negative reviews, no results and stuff like that. And then your call to action button is that you give them one simple decision. And this is a simple one pager that you can use, right? So this here, in all, it handles objections early. It gives you social proof. If you do have some testimonials or whatnot, I highly advise for you to sprinkle them throughout the page. And this is simply outcome focused. And that's what so many people are missing out on. They're listing all the particulars instead of focusing on what the outcome is. Just check out my sales page. It's very simple. It's very basic. It's very plain, because I'm only focusing on the outcome that my community delivers to people. And I use Amazon as a model. Simple sales pages that are the most converting sales pages in the entire world on the internet. And I modeled it behind the Air Force One. Just one day, randomly, I was buying some new shoes, or my mama actually was getting me a gift. She asked me what kind of shoes do I want. I told her I wanted some Adidas Sambas. She said, dang, these are really plain and basic. And then when she said that to me, it got my gears running in my mind. I was like, I Googled and looked up what is the highest selling shoe in the world. And it's the white on white Air Force One. The white on white Air Force One is the most basic shoe possible. It's the highest selling shoe. It's the highest selling shoe in the world and the highest selling shoe of all time. Then I looked it up for Adidas since I was getting some Adidas Sambas. Their highest selling shoes are the Adidas Sambas, the most basic shoes, right? The most basic sales pages convert because they're optimized for conversion instead of being optimized for looking cool. That's why you don't need a website, a fancy looking website. You need a highly optimized for conversion basic sales page that does the real job of selling for you. So your job is not to sell. Your job is to truly add value to the marketplace, show somebody that you are a trusted authority behind what it is that you know, build your know, like, and trust factor, and lead people to your sales page so your sales page can do the selling for you. All that we're doing is building an asset, which I highly advise for you to build a YouTube page, because YouTube, it just trumps all, and it's something that literally works for you all day, 24/7, 365. And then all that you're doing in your content is adding value to people, and then basically making whatever it is that you have to offer a no-brainer, logical next step to whatever it is that you just broke down within your video, so that asset lives on for forever and people are seeing that for forever. And then since you're positioning your offer as a logical next best step to the content that they just consumed, well, they're going to click the link, they're going to check it out, and then your sales page does the selling for you. But you're not going to make any money just telling everybody, hey, buy my stuff, hey, get this, hey, buy this course, hey, get this ebook, hey, get this course, hey, buy this community, hey, buy my stuff. All in your content. Truly add value to people. Be a positive light in the world. Position your offering, your digital product, your community, your course, whatever it is that you have to offer, as a logical next step to help somebody solve the problem that they're going through. Lead them to your sales page and let the sales page do the selling for you. And then it really starts to get really simple to make consistent, predictable monthly income online. It doesn't have to be as hard as you're making it. So go ahead and click the link down in the description if you want to turn your YouTube into a digital product sales machine, and I'll see you on the inside. And go ahead and check out this video right here for the 3 types of YouTube videos to make that will lead to consistent traffic to this sales page. It's crowded at the top.